So you clicked on this video. As usual, before I even talk, before I even try to teach you about anything that I know, let me show you the results that my team and I have achieved. In 2024, we achieved 25k per month mark, and recently I started working with this model and she's making about 6k per month. The reason why I'm showing this to you is because I want you to know that I do have models and I do have results. I don't want to be in that category of people who just yapping on YouTube, making videos and not implementing anything. And guys, before we start, I apologize for my face, for all this stuff popping. You might not even notice about it, but I still mention it. Yeah, it's gonna take a few days to completely recover, so the video still must be done, okay? And in this video, I wanna talk about the onboarding process. So once you start working with a new model, now what? How do your next steps look like? And so part of my onboarding process is this Google form that I send to models. And this is the Google form that we sent before the call, before even anything. So maybe she considering working as an OF creator, but she has little bit of doubts, and it's basically just a form to get to know each other. So, and I'm gonna share this with you completely for free. So I'm gonna open it 1 second. And here you're gonna see it on the screen also. So the first thing that we do is just name, age, height, weight. Then we asking for their residence, where they live now, because this might differ from girl to girl. She might be a resident of, let's say, Ukraine, but right now she living in USA or Europe somewhere. So we need to know her passport, right? What country is she from? And where does she live now? Then we asking the most important question is, do you have an existing OF account? I actually also mentioned about it in DMs, so before I even sent her this, but you can also ask her in this, questionnaire, in this form, so it looks complete and you have the all information about the model in one place. And yes, I said it's just basic information just to get to know her and etc. So the next question, why did you decide to try working in this sphere? So this kind of question is like, well, so if you don't want to work in this sphere, we're not gonna talk. Basically, she gotta have a desire to grow in this sphere. Otherwise, we have nothing to talk about. So we're asking her that. What does your schedule look like right now? Super important question. And what do you do for a living? So it's about her current situation. Maybe she works full time and she studies also, and she has probably 1 or 2 hours left in her day. And this is the time for her to eat and go to shower. I don't know. So she has no time basically. So we gotta have the clear picture of what her schedule look like right now. Then we're asking how much free time per day do you have left. Then do you have any experience in working on camera? So because I have experience in working with models, I know that some models, they just naturally good on camera. It's gonna be so easier to work with them. Because it's just a pain in the ass when a model, she's super, she wants everything to be perfect. So for her to make just a 5-second or 10-second video, let's say, it's gonna take her, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. So she's gonna re-record it for 100 times. Maybe y'all can work with such models. I don't know. I just prefer those who just, naturally good on cameras. It's gonna take her time to, get used to it. But still, it's just ideal to work with those who already good at on camera. So you're not gonna waste time on such girls who not used to it. She's not kind of, she's hesitating, she's shy. And also when it comes to those videos that we making and we gonna be sending, and selling to fans, these videos, yeah, she can be shy and all this stuff. But I'm just saying that it shouldn't be like it takes her 100 doubles, 100 videos to send you the final version of the video. Because she might say, "Oh, I don't know, I don't like this video. I'm just gonna re-record it. I'm gonna send it to you later." It shouldn't be like this every time, okay? So we asking her this. Do you have experience in working on camera? Super important. How often do you record yourself? So we asking how usually she is doing this. So maybe she doesn't even like how she looks. Maybe she doesn't even like how she looks on camera. This is super important to know where her mind, at, to see what she thinks about herself and where is her self-esteem, where is her self-respect, and whether she loves herself or not. Because if she's just super uncomfortable, she's anxious, you're not gonna be able to go far. Then, do you have stable internet connection? This is kinda, I don't know, this question I just decided to put it in, but you can actually test it when you're doing a call, when you talking to her, right? So this is kind of question I just decided to put it, okay? Do you have stable internet connection? What level of explicitity are you comfortable with? So it's kind of, some girls don't understand this question, as I already got it. Some of them, they just saying things that everybody knows, like, "Oh, I prefer to be in close." I mean, of course, it's common sense. You would prefer to be in close, okay? But I was asking you how explicit you wanna go. I mean, how far you wanna go when it comes to taking off these clothes. But they just don't understand it. I mean, it's alright. With time, she's gonna be more comfortable. She will adapt to it, and once she's gonna have money flow, cash flow into her account, she's gonna think, "Oh yeah, I can do this and this. I can learn to do this." They will start learning everything that they need to learn. And finally, tell us a little bit about yourself. It's just, a paragraph where she can express herself, maybe of her interests, personality traits, some background info. Yeah, so we need this to basically find her an avatar, to create her a persona and find her a niche where we can put her. There is no point to just make attractive girls videos, attractive girl videos. You need to put her, somewhere in some niche. Maybe, I don't know, basketball niche or fishing, some like this, when a girl is a fish girl. I don't know, fish, like a fisherman, but you got the idea. Or maybe she is a teacher girl, or maybe she's, bruh, I don't know. You can just test it out. You can see different niches. You can also try to put her in narrow niche, so it's kind of for men, and only men are interested, basically only men are interested in this niche, in this hobby, in this sphere. And you putting your girl in there, so guys gonna feel more related to this girl. They're gonna feel like, wow, she's also interested in this, and I am also interested in this. So we have things in common, we have similarities. They're gonna be more open, they're gonna be more willing to talk. You gotta sell them the dream, the idea that this girl can be with them. You're gonna be swimming in money. That is basically how it works. The last question, anything else you want to mention or add that we have not asked you on this questionnaire? So yeah, she's asking her questions, and then we're doing stuff like this. Please tick this box to show that you read everything above thoroughly and committed to this process. So this box is kind of, just a simple one, just tick this box and that's it. But you still want her to make sure that she read everything, she filled this form out super clearly, that you understand everything that she said. And she understands that for this to work, she needs to also, put in effort. Otherwise, you cannot do business all by yourself. If we could do business all by ourselves, we wouldn't even need to talk to girls and find models, etc. I know this nowadays, all this AI stuff coming on. I believe girls, they just still act more naturally. Girls, they're humans, All this AI is just artificial intelligence. it looks fake, though I know there are people who may be doing this. I would say they're just little bit lying, I would say. Maybe they're not doing fully AI, not fully AI models. Maybe they're doing face swap, when it's just replacing the face of the model and that's it. So it's not completely AI. It's not completely artificial intelligence, because, right, it just looks fake. And people can say, you need real model, just find a girl, that's it. If you don't know how, check out these two my videos. Guys, this is basically it for this video. I just gave you the part of my onboarding process. If you found this valuable, please subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and I'll see you next one. Peace.